Yes, sir,
Professor
I'm
Rishi
present.
Bankim Chandra College. Please, okay. Zaman sir, what to do? Resolve Korim, there may be a technical problem.
Actually, we will continue. Okay.
Okay. Please,
Yeah,
Mr.
Papa.
Tanvir. Uh,
Sir, am I audible,
Stage.
sir?
Yes, you're audible, sir. You're audible.
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is Tanvir Sanawaj. I am an assistant professor, Department of English from Rishi Bankim Chandra College, Noihati. Today, I will present paper on pandemic and migrant workers in India, the adversities and opportunities. So, migration has become one of the most fundamental policy issues uh, for many developing countries, including India and the Asian continent, based on the circumstances of the national and international economy and the situation of employment. The migrant workers are the base of the informal sector of India, and they are the backbone of the society. And they are also the backbone and several micro, small, and medium industries and enterprises. They are rambling aimlessly and helplessly of states for jobs or works indicates economic integration. Migration is not a new phenomenon in India, but we, as responsible and so-called citizen of an ancient and civilized country, never paid it the attention it deserved until and unless the coronavirus pandemic has exposed clearly and critically disjointed its migration population, scarcity of job, food, money, and with public transportation closed down hundreds of thousands of migrants who were compelled to live their lives without a safety net, without any proper arrangements for daily sustenance. So this is inhuman treatment to the backbone of our society and nation. In this paper, I will try to focus on the challenges experienced by the migrant workers and the recovery plans enforced by the government, both central government and state government, to deal with the problems in connection with the migrant workers of India. So, as we are all undergoing such a grave, and I will not read all the pages because we have very short span of time. I will just sum up my content. That we are all undergoing such a grave and dangerous time for about 6 to 7 months. I started with the starting of the lockdown in March 21, and when the coronavirus disease, generally known as COVID-19, which was named by the World Health Organization, and that affected almost 212 countries of the world. So the virus first reported in 2019 in Wuhan in China. So the digit 19 has been added, and after that, the entire human life, the lifestyle, the worldwide communication, transaction, everything has been affected, and every aspect of life has changed. So the entire world is in danger due to the outbreak of the coronavirus in the wake of the lockdown that has been enforced in almost all countries. Since then, the usual human activities have also seem to have encountered tremendous obstruction, a kind of lockdown in human lives too. We as human beings have never encountered or seen or felt or thought. The migration or the plight of the migrant labor has become one of the most fundamental policy issues for many countries, including India and the Asian continent. Based on the national and international economy and the situation of employment. Migrant workers are the base of the informal sector of India, the backbone and several micro, small, and medium industries and enterprises. They are gambling aimlessly and helplessly of states for jobs or works indicates economic integration. And many programs or schemes meant for the poor or underprivileged people do not reach them because of lack of proper identity and proper residential proofs or any such certificates. The lack of implementations of the economic, social, and political rights of migrants is a serious problem, even though they are formal and normal citizens of the country. Their substantial rights of citizenship are also not meted out. When the nationwide lockdown was announced on 24th of March 2020, it was this sector of people, this section of the population of migrant workers or migrant laborers who were mostly affected and they were traumatized. And the most of as many of them lost their works, their jobs, their income, their temporary home, and so on, and had scarcely had any income to sustain their daily lives in the period of lockdown. So most of the migrant workers tried to return home to their own states, their own districts, their own hometown, but the prohibition on public transport got it, prevented them from doing so, and they lost their all desires and endeavor. All the state governments were supposed to set up quarantine centers and relief camps, shelters, including providing food, water, and other necessities for these migrant workers. But implementation was not fulfilled to the expectations. Due to increasing disappointment, many migrant workers of different states decided to return home by their own means of transport, by foot. They walked 2,000 or almost 3,000, 4,000 kilometers. They tried. Many were died. And they tried to get out of the distressing conditions. Most migrant workers had no other choice but to walk, which is unbelievable. And this was before the central government at last issued the start of services of labor trains to transport them to their respective states, their respective districts. And migrant workers have continued to travel to escape abysmal conditions at their places of work and in the scarcity of any proper social security system. This paper typically explored the impact of corona pandemic on migrant workers, the challenges faced by them, and the opportunities and possible measures to be taken by the government. So this unprecedented lockdown proved to be a kind of nightmare for hundreds of thousands of migrant laborers who lost their jobs, livelihood overnight and became helpless and homeless. They were labeled migrant in their own country. So why migrant? One of the most heavily affected segments of the population because of the extended lockdown has been the migrant laborers, especially those in urban areas across the nation. The latest periodic labor force survey was concluded in 2017 by the National Sample Survey Office, NSSO, of the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, Government of India, had estimated that there were around 1,49,53,750 urban migrant workers who had vulnerable works or jobs for livelihood. These hapless workers included assistants or servant in a household enterprise and who didn't receive regular salary, and casual laborers who received the daily remuneration or daily wages. Moreover, the number accounts only those in bottom 50% of the wealth pyramid in 2017 and 18 based on their monthly per capita expenditure. So this number expanded to an estimated 2.5 crore people if those who had salaried jobs but didn't receive any paid leave and other benefits are included. Migrant workers numbered more than 81 lakh people among this section.
Please try to conclude. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, sir. I'm concluding, and and in this paper, I have tried to show how the migrant workers they have to encounter many such problems and many such challenges. And the opportunities taken by the central government and state government. The more important thing is that in the part of in the section of democracy, migrant workers take a very vital role, and which we should take attention. The COVID-19 pandemic obviously has taught India a crucial lesson on the importance of self-reliance as well as self-sufficiency, that all the citizens of the country should aspire to achieve the three goals of success. Self-reliance will prepare the country for tough competition in the global competition, trade and marketing. And it is vital that our country conquer this competition in global level. The endeavors will not only multiply efficiency in diverse sectors, but also guarantee quality with quantity. In the package and schemes for migrant workers has several mentionable qualities, not all of which are COVID-19 relief. But the government has straightforwardly refused to borrow and spend more on boosting demand if the strategy of boosting supply works. It's fine. However, if it doesn't work on expected lines, the government will be faced with a bigger problem down the line. Thank you very much, and thank you all the organizers.
Thank you, Mr. Tanvir Shahnas, for your nice topic regarding pending migrant workers in India. Actually, it's a recent topic, and I think it's a realistic topic that is suited in present condition now. Our next speaker is Fulomada